The Discover Business Card is a business card that you can get if you have middling credit, but should you? Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. I thank you for joining us. So last week I talked about the Apple credit card and why it was the best credit card for people who are just getting started with business and all the ways it could help build your credit for business and get future credit cards for your business. You can watch that video above. But I did mention that there were two business cards that I was aware of specifically that you probably do get ads for in your Gmail account: the Discover It Business Card and the Capital One Spark Business Card, of which there were 3 different variations. And I kind of alluded to the fact that I did not think these were very good cards to get if you were new to running your own business on whether it be eBay, Amazon, or even if you were using business credit cards for rideshare or other entrepreneurial things you are doing. But why is that the case? I promised we would get to them, and today we are going to discuss the Discover It Business Card and why it is probably not really a card you want to consider if you are just starting out. But before we do, I ask that you please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and leave a comment about future topics you would like to hear about. We definitely appreciate all of that. So here's the thing. I do not dislike Discover, and heck, I even have a referral link for Discover cards below where you can get a $50 bonus if you sign up for a Discover card. I have always recommended Discover cards and I love them. And in some circumstances, I could even see recommending this particular Discover card, but I don't see it as a particularly good card if you are just starting out your entrepreneurial life and you are looking for a legitimate business card for a few reasons. Now, before we get into what those reasons are, let's look at what the Discover It Business Card is. Discover describes it as a unlimited 1.5 cashback rewards card, and you get 1.5 cashback on every purchases. And this is always like the big thing about getting Discover cards, it's one of the reasons why I usually will apply for one Discover card a year, is that they do match all the money that you charge at the end of the year. So if you get $800 in cash back rewards from using a Discover card one year, then they will match it that first year to $1,600. And then after that, I will cancel the card. Granted, I always keep at least one Discover card, but I will typically do that. Now then, why do a business card from Discover? This is their pitch. First of all, they say you get 1.5 cash back on every dollar spent, and this is unlimited and it's automatic. This is actually better than most Discover cards where it's like a guaranteed 1% cash back. You can also add employee cards and earn rewards for all of their purchases, and that is really good. So like if you actually have employees and you send them these Discover business cards, and by the way, you can even adjust how much they're allowed to spend on these cards, then when they use the card, the cash back goes back to you and it gets matched back. You could get quite a bit of cash back if this gets used. There's no annual fee, which is, I think annual fees are not terrible. I've explained in other videos why, but it's also good not to have an annual fee if you're new to this whole thing. So it's always nice not to have that. And your rewards never expire. You can redeem it anytime for any amount. You can apply your rewards as cash on the statement or towards purchases at Amazon.com. I, by the way, don't recommend that, and it's not because I'm salty on Amazon, as is you can famously see in previous videos. No, I recommend you not do that because you get the least amount of value for Amazon purchases. Always take the money and either apply it to the statement or get it cash back. You know what I do with the cash back? I have them send it to me and I reinvest it in Discover stock because Discover stock is doing really good right now. Another thing that they want to point out is that they're the only business credit card with a cash back match, where they say we'll match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. For example, $350 cash back becomes $700. There's no purchase minimum and no limit to how much you will match. And in fact, they even help you out. Like if you know exactly how much you're probably going to be spending on business, they even have this part of the site where you can see how much cash back you will get if you spend that money on the Discover Business It card. Discover It Business card. I'm always like getting that, so sorry about that. And so yeah, that's actually a very nice feature to have. And keep in mind, this is just the 1.5 cash back. Discover also does have 5% cash back categories every month that you can get like $75 cash back. And if you maximize those, you can make considerably more than even what you had projected you were going to make. Now, Discover also advertises that you can get up to 50 free employee cards, you can streamline your account management, and you can save time with the Discover mobile app. Now, they also advertise that it has no annual fee and a low APR. In this case, the APR is somewhere between 12.99% to 20.99%, with standard variable purchases APR will apply. Now, here's the first downside that you have to this business credit card. While business credit cards are not necessarily zero APR cards, usually even when they're given a cashback bonus, the first year will be zero APR. And this is one of the benefits to having a business card. You can actually buy stuff, you can put charges and carry a balance on your business card. It does not report to your personal account, so it doesn't hurt your personal credit score, and you have a year to pay it off. This is a very, very good thing. But then that whole carrying a balance thing, that runs into another problem with the fact that Discover It Business does not report to a business FICO score. It does report to your personal credit score, which means, first of all, you can't really carry a balance because you are going to be paying interest on it. And I don't really recommend you carry balances. I always recommend that you pay your balance off in full. But again, if you are new to being an entrepreneur and if you are just getting started, then carrying a balance is sometimes inevitable. I've done it before, and you want a card with a zero APR, interest. But not only does Discover not offer that, but they are reporting it to your personal credit score. Now, you do not want that to happen. If you want to carry a balance, you want to carry it on your business score balance, because that's your business score. Like, they kind of almost expect you to carry balances, but your personal credit score, your personal FICO, if you're carrying balances like that on a regular basis, the lenders are going to look at you and they're going to see you as like a higher risk, and they're going to wonder why you're carrying that balance, and they are unlikely to issue you more credit in the future. Now, does this card have a place for people who have established businesses and are very good about paying their balances on time? And the answer is yes. If you are a established entrepreneur and you know what your budget is and you know how to manage your money, and you can easily pay that off every single month, then the Discover It business card is actually not a bad card to at least sign up for. You do get that 1.5% cash back. The cash back matching offer is always a nice bonus. And don't get tempted to spend that cash back early. Just never do it. Always wait until they match it back. And of course, you can start your business with $50 if you sign up through me. Just help support the channel. Just have to point that out. But if you are an established entrepreneur and as an established businessman and you know how to pay your bills off on time and all that jazz, then the Discover It business card would not be terrible. However, again, even for someone who's established, if you want to keep your personal credit completely separate, if there's things going on that side, you still don't want to get this, because again, it does report to your personal credit, and that's just not very nice in my opinion. I think if it's a business card, it should never report to your personal credit, and this is one of the cards that do. Therefore, I don't really like it that much. But again, I've actually signed up for this card. I used this card for a year. I got my cash back matched, and then I closed the card because I would rather keep my regular, Discover card. I've kind of decided to use my business cards for my business cards that do not report to my personal. So that's kind of my thinking. And if you are brand new, I would probably stay away from the Discover It business card, because these pitfalls are going to make it harder for you to actually get the business cards you actually want later on down the road. However, that's where we are going to end this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have the Discover It business card, and how do you use it, or did you cancel it? Do you recommend the card? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.